Hello, my name is Agatha, and this is the tarot prediction for June 2016. This month is going to be an oracle reading, a love reading, and a general reading. For the oracle reading, I'm going to use the Sacred Rebels Oracle. For the love reading, I'm going to use the Lover's Pet Tarot. And for the general reading, I'm going to use the Tarot Illuminati. If you'd like a private consultation, please write to duniazad@gmail.com, and all the information is below. Below you can also find the link to my newsletter. If you sign my newsletter and subscribe my YouTube channel, you could win a free written tarot reading written by me, and there's always a winner every month, so who knows, the next winner could be you. And also there's promotions for tarot and astrological readings, and they are only available to the subscribers of my newsletter. So subscribe. The site is www.tinyletter.com/duniazad. Let's go to your reading then, okay? Hello, Libra. Let's go for your reading for the month of June 2016. The oracle card that came out for you was Seeing the True You. It's a woman on a couch, and she's looking. The couch is maybe on a lake or on a river, and she's looking at her reflection on the water. The first thing that I thought when I saw this card was Narcissus. I don't know how to. In Portuguese, it's Narciso. So in English, it's Narcissus. So the guy in the Greek and Roman mythology who fell in love with himself by looking at his own reflection on the water, and he drowned. But this card has a different type of message for you. So what the little book says, what the Sacred Rebels guidebook says, I'm not going to read everything, I'm just going to give you some highlights. It says that sometimes we believe what others tell us we are. So we believe what others tell we are. As though the self we see reflected back to us through their eyes is true. So we believe their own reflection as the truth. If the receiver forms any opinion about what is perceived, then what is reflected back to us will at best be distorted. So you must not trust that reflection, because that reflection comes with an opinion. Okay, so this oracle card tells you that you Libra, have been putting rather too much faith in the reflections others have of you, to the point that you might not be honoring all that you are and all that you are becoming, because you believe too little of yourself. So don't believe what everyone tells you. Plus, Libra knows himself or herself through the eyes of others. That's the whole point of Libra. They need people. They really need people. They need people. They sometimes can be a bit codependent, not all, of course, but so they need to know themselves to the reflection of others. But there needs to be a balance, which is another keyword of Libra. So you need to balance the reflections of others with your own truth, with what you perceive of yourself. So you are to begin. This is what this card says. You are to begin to develop the art of direct perception. Okay? This is the ability to recognize yourself not only in the eyes of others. I repeat, not only in the eyes of others. I know this is difficult for a Libra. But from how you feel about yourself. But from how you feel about yourself, how you experience yourself, and how you observe yourself from within, and you should do so with compassion and kindness. So be strong within, develop your self-love and self-acceptance. If you do so, all judgment, fear, and doubt will fall away, and you will just know yourself to be sacred. Okay? Then you will be asked to embrace the deeper journey of sacred rebellion against judgment and fear. If you are getting confused about who you are and your motives or actions based on what others are saying or how they are responding to you, step back. If there is confusion, if you like thinking about like, oh my God, is it like this? Should I respond to this? Should I, if there's confusion, step back. You can do this because you are a rational sign, you are an air sign, so you do have that ability of detachment. In your quest to be a responsible person, you may be unintentionally taking on the feelings of others, okay, making their reflections of you more than you, making their reflections of you more than they are in truth. So you are giving the reflections of others too much credit. More often than not, reflections are more about the state of the reflector, the state of the other person, than what is being reflected. Let those external perceptions go. Can you just acknowledge yourself? Do so and be free. Just acknowledge yourself. Okay? This is like the message for you, Libra, for the month of June. Like the bigger arcane, the big arch, the bigger message for you to, ponder on during the month of June. If you are Libra seeing this video, it means this message is without a doubt for you. You need to do this, okay? Now, on to your love reading. I'm going to use 4 cards, 1 card for each week. The first week you have the Princess of Staves, which in traditional decks, this is Brunhild. I know this looks like the Knight of Wands, but in traditional decks, this is actually the Page of Wands. So you might be getting a message. Some of you might be getting a message, and this message might be the type. Might be, why do I say, I'm going to explain in a moment. This might be the type of message that tells you, hey, we need to, I don't want to see you again. It could be that, I'm sorry. For some, for others, it might be, I really want to take a break of our relationship. Just a break. That's what cowards say when they don't have the courage to break up with you. Just let's take a break. Others might be telling you, giving you a message of, I need to go out of town for work, or out of the country for work, or I'll be busy for work, or I'm gonna go for training, I'm gonna go to take a course or whatever for the next week or more, or for the next month or whatever. So I won't be able to talk to you a lot, I won't be able to talk to you as much. So there's some sort of that type of message. So some will be like telling, hey, I don't want to see you again, or we should be on a break, or I won't be able to contact you because true reason, because of this, or excuse, or I have to go and visit my grandparents, their periquet, their cockatoo is sick, and I need to go there. Whatever, could be a true reason, could be like just an excuse. And then the second week you have the 3 of Coins. This is a group setting. And the way I see it, the way the cards came out for me, was this is the first week and this is the second week. So, if you see the woman on the horse, she's riding away from this. To me, she's riding away from this figure. So you got the message saying, I can contact you, or I cannot see you again. And then on the second week, in a group situation, could be study group, could be school, could be work, a monthly meeting, whatever, weekly meeting, something that involves a group situation. I just thought about church, temple, whatever, something where you gather and you are expecting to see this person there in this group situation. because you want to, face him or her and just, face him, or like, you should have told me this face to face. It could be that. Or this person might have told you, maybe I'll be able to go to this group situation. I'll be able to go to church. I'll be able to go to the monthly work meeting. And you go there expecting to see this person, but this person isn't there. And then the third week, and that's why I say that, because she's sad. You can see she is sad, the figure. The third week, you have the Three of Arrows, which in traditional decks is the Three of Swords. So maybe for the last 3 weeks, this person isn't talking to you, is really not contacting you, and you have the realization that, oh my God, this is truly over, and you are very sad. So for some of you, it's really understanding that this is really over. Others just told you, hey, I'll call you. Yeah, I'll call you. And you've sent messages, and you've talked to his friends in a group situation, for instance, and then nothing, nothing, or colleagues, could be colleagues as well. And you understand that he or she might be ghosting you, and you might send messages to him or her and like, are you still busy? Can we talk? And you understand that he or she is ghosting you and just doesn't have the courage to tell you face to face. Or for others, you really understand that this is truly over. So in the fourth week, you have the King of Staves. So I can read this in several different ways. And here it's Wotan or Wotan, I don't know how to read it. The King of Staves in traditional decks is the King of Wands. So you might meet someone new on the fourth week and beyond. So this person might be from a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, might be from after the age of 30, late 30s, or after the age of 40. So someone who's older, someone who's much more mature, an adult, someone who behaves like an adult, a responsible person, but someone who's fiery, enthusiastic, very talented, like a charismatic leader, someone who's very nice to everyone, like a nice personality, nice, inviting, warm personality, the type of person who enters in a room and everyone just flocks to him or her, has like that sex appeal, has a certain je ne sais quoi, a certain celebrity type of thing going on, you just want to be around this person. So this person might show up in your life, and he or she might be really, because could be he or she, is a passionate person and might demonstrate a really passionate interest towards you, Libra, and at the end of the month of June. This could be a new person, or this could be the same person, because the month opens with staves or wands, opens with the princess, and closes with the king of staves. So this could have been true. This person, for some of you, he or she wasn't ghosting you. He or she told you the truth. He or she needed to go somewhere to study, to work, to go, needed to go on a quick trip for some reason. And maybe something happened and he or she didn't, the phone got stolen, he or she lost the phone, the cell phone, and nowadays, and he or she, the contact that this person had was in his or her phone, and nowadays we do not put our contacts in a paper, notebook. Everything is in the phone. So if you lose the phone, you lose almost all of your life, because everything is in everything is in the phone. So all the contacts you have, it's there. And if you only had, for instance, Libra, if this person only had your cell number, that's it. That's what he or she had, and didn't wrote it down. So he or she might be trying to contact you, but it will take him or her 3 weeks to locate you again. It could be something like that, It could be exactly not ghosting, but or it could be something for whatever other reason, and then he or she comes back, and truly the interest, romantic interest that he or she has in you is truly defined. So this could be read in many different ways, Libra. So it depends. Either way, the fourth week is good. Either he or she comes back. If it's not the case, you get someone better. So, win-win situation. And then the general reading, again, it's one card for each week. The first week you have the Two of Pentacles. If I read this in a professional way, connected with for instance, school or work life, you have too many things going on at once. Maybe if you're in school, you need to study, and then you have to go to work, and then you have to come back, and if you have kids, you have to take care of kids, and this and that, and just you have to do many things at once. If it's not that you feel that you don't have enough money to pay for all of your bills, you have to pay this bill and that bill and that bill, and you don't have enough. Another way of reading this is that you might feel a bit unstable in terms of your emotions. And why? If you connect it with the love reading, it's because you got a message of this person in the first week telling you, we cannot contact, I won't be able to contact you as much, or I want a break, for instance. And this is the thing that causes you instability, inner instability. You don't know what to think, you don't know what to do, just you're like this. So on the second week you have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles could be a boss, and he or she could be from a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo or Capricorn. He or she might be in his or her late 30s or after the age of 40, and this is the guy that you go to anything connected with money. Let's say you work in a very big company. There's the guy or the person you go to in terms of, could be this one as well, for to have more hours of work, or to have less hours of work, or the person that you go to whom you go to when you want to get a raise. So maybe you go to this guy, to the King of Pentacles, and tell him or her, I just cannot, there's too much work that I have to do, there's too many responsibilities, the work that you give me is way too much, you need to take, I'm stressed, I'm working too hard, it's impossible, I need to do, I have schoolwork that I have to do, I have to study for this, for the exams, for instance. Can you please just cut my hours, or not give me so much work to do? Can you put more people, can you hire more people? Could be something like that, or could be like, can you please give me a vacation? I haven't taken a vacation in a very long time, and I really need this vacation. Or it could be that you feel you don't have enough money. You're telling this person, can you give me a raise? I haven't had a raise in 5 years. I really need a raise now. So it could be several reasons that why you are talking to this person. I see it more as you talking to him, but it could be the other way around, him or her. He or she might be talking to you, right? And then on the third week you have the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is, to me, is it could be several ways. You're relaxing. This person, the boss, said, oh, I'm so glad you came to talk to me, because you really need to take this vacation, and the next week you don't, it's your vacation time. So it could be that the boss gives you vacation time, or you work so hard, and even though you talk to the boss to give you vacation time or something like that, he or she didn't do it, and then on the third week you're ill, you're sick because you're working too hard. And not just that, the Four of Swords is below the Three of Arrows, or Three of Swords in traditional decks. So in your mind, maybe in your mind is still that heartache, because this person, the other person, the romantic interest, the guy you are with, or was, the guy or the girl has dumped you, or is not calling you, or is ghosting you. So that's in your mind, and you are overworked, and all of that contributes for your health in a very negative way. So you kind of get sick because of that. It could be that, but also during the third week you have time to ponder and consider things. You have time to reflect and to think and to come to a conclusion, because on the fourth week you have the Princess of Swords, which in traditional decks is the Page of Swords. So you are relaxed, your mind is clear. Finally, on the fourth week, Libra, your mind is clear, you know how to take action. It could be that, for instance, in terms of work life and study life, you feel renewed. You feel better, so much better, and you are able to go back to your work life and to your study life with a clear head, you know. Because the month opens with the Princess and it closes with the Princess. It opens with the Princess of Staves, which is the Page of Wands, and it closes with the Princess of Swords, which is the Page of Swords. So maybe this in the beginning, the guy you are interested in or the girl you are interested in told you, let's take a break or whatever, or I'll call you or something like that. And then on the fourth week, this could be manifested in several different ways. It could be that you send an email or a message to this person and tell him or her, "How dare you not to tell me face to face? You are a coward." So there might be some sort of conflict in a message that you sent to him or her. Or the fourth week, because he or she lost your phone number, finally you get a message. You get a message from him or from her, you know, because this card is below the King of Staves. So finally he or she found your phone number, had to look all over the place, had to contact several people, and finally he or she tells you, "Oh my God, I'm so glad I'm able to contact you again." Or it could be you, that you contact him or her telling you, "You're a coward. You should have told me directly that you wanted to break up," or "How dare you ghost me? You're ghosting me. Why you're ghosting me? Just tell me directly to my face." So this could be seen in very different ways. I would say that generally, well, not generally, but the fourth week is like, I see the fourth week either as things going rather well for you, Libra, or you reclaiming your power. Just, you know, having the strength to go and confront someone, something like that. And that's it, Libra. This is the reading that I have for you. I hope you have a great month. This is very general. If you'd like a private consultation, please send an email to duniazad@gmail.com. I'll be delighted to work with you. Bye.